Hello, Internet. It is I, the real Randy Chavez, and I am coming at you with a Tesla stock update video. This video update is about Tesla. I just said that's why I can't do two things at the same time, so I was like scrolling and talking, and so I just repeated myself. So just to before I get into some of the stock updates, yesterday I had said that there was a little mishap with the SN8 flight with SpaceX, and I just said they had a rough landing. I thought everyone had seen it. I will never make that mistake again. So apparently, just go to Twitter, go to YouTube, find it. Apparently, they had gotten everything they needed from that flight. Elon had tweeted, "We're going to Mars," but they had gotten everything they needed. It's like, okay, these all work. We know exactly what to do and what not to do. Why I said they had a rough landing and it exploded, like it Shrek exploded, and like fireball is like, oh, like Electrode did a self-destruct in there. So anyway, that's what I meant. I will always report the news first, not just assume that people know things. JP Morgan, if I didn't report on it yesterday, I'm almost sure I did. They had raised their price target from $80 to $90 a share for Tesla. And that was not the cause for Tesla's sell-off yesterday. If you look at the Tesla chart, it goes right in line with the NASDAQ chart yesterday. It was just, we were due for a sell-off. A couple of reasons I think the sell-off yesterday and the kickback up today was that it was time. We went up too hard, too fast, and it wasn't just Tesla. The whole market needed a correction. Tesla chart and NASDAQ, like I said, they were almost identical. And some people, they're just taking profit. Some people do it just because, hey, can't go wrong without taking a profit. By taking a profit, you can't go broke by taking a profit. So that's what they say, and that's what a lot of people did. Now, are they just going to take their profit and let their money sit there? No. There were a couple of IPOs, DoorDash and BNB, specifically at what other people want to invest in. Now, if you want to say and make this argument, I'm just going to put that out there. Okay, well, 7 million shares were added to the float of Tesla. Like, you have a certain amount in the float, 7 million come in, and if that happens, then okay, Tesla stock goes down 7%. So 7 million goes into the float. Stock goes down 7%. So what happens when 120 million shares are taken away from the float? Does it go up by 120%? And maybe it accounts for a super small percent of the percent, but nonetheless, it is not that. I don't think that's the reason. What does this mean for the future? Well, we look at the options, and people are buying call options for $11.25 strike price. That is absolutely bananas. I don't think it's going to go. It might. It freaking might. It might go up to 1,100. I don't know. But a lot of people are spending a lot of money confident that it hits that high. I have a friend with my bet, Paul, that it goes over 700 by 18 December. The bet is very small. It's only $10, but I would bet $1,000 on it. That it goes up to. Again, there's not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. Again, I told it even before they were included in the S&P 500. I was like, no, Tesla will go up to 5. He bet that it wouldn't reach 500 a share. It wouldn't touch it. This is a month ago. It was before the S&P inclusion when they were trading around like 420, 410. And then he also bet that it would not end the year at 500. I was like, you are absolutely out of your mind. So I bet $200 on each of those bets. And then, again, I would bet $1,000 that it goes up to 700 by 18 December. Again, that's just me. But we only have a small bet. But, yeah, it's going to be a lot of buying pressure. And there's just not going to be, I don't think, enough there to sell. But I honestly believe it's going higher because this is how the stock reacts by putting 7 million shares in the float. What happens when you take 120 million shares out? And again, I just said that that might have accounted for an additional maybe 1% dip in it for 7 million shares. But so I don't really 100% believe that, take away 120, what's going to happen? There's going to be a lot of cross traders, but I don't think everyone's going to be able to meet the demand. I think there's going to be just such a squeeze. Now, there's no simple equation for it, though. Just because it goes down a certain amount doesn't mean it'll go up. However, if we do have institutions and a few billionaires looking that already have their shares and are looking to sell next week, that would provide some resistance for the stock moving higher, whereas they can just sell it to the highest bidder. Where it reaches a certain amount, sell here. And then people are buying, sell here. And that's just what they'll do. I believe we do have institutions and a few billionaires that already have their shares. I still believe that Tesla has. Oh yeah, Tesla did complete their secondary. I was typing this up. I was like, oh, I still believe Tesla has completed their secondary. And literally, as soon as I typed that, maybe like a half hour later, they came out and they said, okay, yeah, on December 9th, Tesla completed their sale of $5 billion of its common stock through its at-the-market offering program. So I was like, oh, I was right. Wedbush Securities analyst Dan Ives, who's been, for an analyst, has been the most accurate, I think, out of all of them. Again, for an analyst. A lot of people still get it wrong. He gets it as close as he's the best. As far as all the analysts go, I believe that Dan Ives is the best from Wedbush. He says that China expects to see eye-popping electric vehicle demand in the next 2 years, and their price target right now is $1,000 a share. We obviously have not only Giga Shanghai pumping out a bunch of Model 3s, and their November numbers were absolutely bananas compared to their October numbers. But that's just for the Model 3, Model X. That's not including the Model Y, which is about to ramp up at the end of this month. I am so excited for them for that. That is going to be insane. It's a cheaper car. It's just, it's just less expensive. I can't wait. So to get to the, oh my God, excuse me. Getting to the stock. Let's go to the charts. Again, this is like the second day in a row that we had volume over the average. So ones that were the shares that were here, some of them were actually no, the ones yesterday were the 7 million shares. That's why I had 69 yesterday. 69.5 is 65.5. But either way, we finished up over 3%. We were actually in. It was up after hours for a little while. Now it is not. I don't know why, because the Pfizer vaccine got approval from the FDA. It's being pushed. Like, the economy is reacting positively to that. Short term yesterday, why they were reacting negative was because I think that, one, we were due for a correction, and two, that just a lot of places like North Carolina, California, New York, just in for a lot more lockdowns, a lot more quarantining, and people are just absolutely not good with it. And the market did not react positively to that either. But this is something where I'm extraordinarily excited for Tesla. And again, my friend Paul, who's been wrong about this every step of the way, he just says, like, all right, well, it's done. It had its run. All of this is factored in. S&P inclusion, it's done. It's not going anywhere. I'll trade around this for a while. I do not believe so. I believe, just for all the research I've done and all the... I believe this goes much, much higher. And if Tesla was saying, okay, that's it, now we're just going to time to collect profit. Again, the reason they're only very smallly profitable is because they use that capital to build other factories, to do other things, to build other cars. Now we have Cybertruck, we have Semi. It is going to be absolutely insane. But they do not stop. Again, they don't have competition. They're first. They're number one. They're first to market. They are sprinting ahead. Everyone is kind of limping along because they're still making ICE vehicles, a lot of these other companies. And some people invest in NIO and Li. And, obviously Tesla they welcome competition because their goal is to transition the world to sustainable energy. And they're just, other companies just aren't doing it. Other electric car companies, they're trying, but they don't have the talent. I'm sure there are talented people that work there, but there's just not as good as Tesla. Tesla gets their pick of the litter, or who they want from all of these engineering companies, and the other people are just kind of getting the leftovers. So anyway, guys, this is it from me. I'm the real Randy Chavez. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Patreon is there also. I love you all. Help me get a haircut. Bye.